It was a historic night. The American people electing its 47th president, sending Donald Trump back to the White House. This is just the second time in history a president will serve two non-consecutive terms, and Republicans have momentum well beyond the top of the ticket. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump is president-elect once again, cruising to victory by winning most of the 7 battleground states overnight and declaring victory moments after ABC News and other outlets called Pennsylvania for him.
We overcame obstacles that nobody thought possible, and it is now clear that we've achieved the most incredible political thing. Look what happened. Is this crazy?
Trump's win went through battlegrounds North Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, putting him over the edge past 270 electoral votes. Trump's also poised to win the popular vote for the first time in his 3 elections. His campaign galvanized voters in rural swaths of the country and in urban cores, largely pitching policies around inflation and immigration.
I don't think it's fair for anyone to cross the southern border and get some path to citizenship.
Donald Trump has a better opportunity to fix those issues that we're having here.
Trump's message often veered into dark, at times violent rhetoric. He often attacked the intelligence of Vice President Kamala Harris and those who support her. Then, on stage overnight, he said this:
"We're going to help our country heal."
Trump made no mention of Harris in his speech. The Harris campaign, set up at her alma mater of Howard University, wrapped up its watch party early with no appearance from the VP.
She will be back here tomorrow to address not only the HU family, not only to address her supporters, but to address the nation. So thank you. We believe in you.
In the congressional races, Republicans regained control of the Senate, flipping several seats. Control of the House of Representatives is yet to be determined and could take several days. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, the White House.
And as mentioned, Republicans have gained control of the U.S. Senate by flipping at least 2 key states, unseating Democrats in West Virginia and Ohio, and successfully defending incumbent seats. In West Virginia, Republican Governor Jim Justice took the seat vacated by Senator Joe Manchin, and in Ohio, businessman Bernie Moreno unseated 3-term Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown. With these wins, the Republicans are looking at a 51-seat majority in the Senate. Here in Kentucky, one of the 2 proposed amendments to Kentucky's Constitution passed. That's Amendment 1, which will now add language to the state's Constitution prohibiting non-U.S. citizens from voting. Now, Secretary of State Michael Adams had already said that's not something that's been happening, but Adams said he felt it was important to clarify the language to prevent it from ever being that way. Meanwhile, Kentucky resoundingly denied Amendment 2, with 65% of you voting no. That's more than 1.2 million voters. Amendment 2 would have allowed lawmakers to direct public funds to private schools. This could have paved the way for funding for voucher programs or charter schools, essentially, and Louisville's GOP, which supported the amendment, says that the failure here stems from fear that would bankrupt the public school system. But opponents of the measure said this was never a popular idea, and the vote solidified that.
It's a tragedy for our kids, honestly. For our parents to be able to have a choice in the schools that they go to and to be able to get the different education components that they need.
I have heard plenty of times that our public schools are not meeting the needs of our students. I have heard plenty of times that we need to do more to increase opportunity for every student. But you know what I have never heard? That the answer to that is a voucher program.
With this, public funds will stay with public schools. 12:05 now on your Wednesday. The GOP maintains its supermajority in the Kentucky General Assembly. All 100 seats were up for grabs this election cycle in the Kentucky House. In Louisville, Kim Fleming held on to his seat in a tight race, narrowly beating Cape Farrow with 51% of the vote. Former JCPS Bus Union President John Stovall lost his challenge for Emily Calloway's seat in House District 37. Calloway took away 56% of that vote. And Rachel Rourke won House District 38 with almost 51%. The incumbent was defending her seat against Republican and special education teacher Carrie McKeon. Democrat Morgan McGarvey defeated Republican Mike Craven. It'll now be his second term in the U.S. House of Representatives representing Kentucky. The election also impacted half of the state's Senate seats. In districts around Louisville, several candidates ran unopposed. Those included Democrats Cassie Chambers Armstrong from District 19, Gerald Neal for District 33, and Keturah Herron from District 35. Democrat David Yates won another term with 60% of the vote against Republican candidate Calvin Leach. Yates currently serves as the Senate's minority whip.
It has been truly my honor to represent all of you on the campaign trail.
And that was an emotional Jennifer McCormick conceding the race last night to Republican Senator Mike Braun, who won the governor's race for Indiana. According to AP, Braun won with 54.4% of the state's vote. Republicans have held the governor's office there in Indiana since 2005. Our Alex Dieter and photojournalist Jessica Farley were in Indy for Braun's victory speech.
We're going to take Indiana to places we've never seen before.
Speech from the next governor of Indiana, Mike Braun, given to a room full of Indiana GOPs in downtown Indianapolis. Just after 7 on election night, in an early call by the Associated Press, the Indiana GOP Watch Party in Indianapolis celebrated.
The referee called it. I'm going to say in the third round.
The first-term U.S. Senator beat out challengers Jennifer McCormick, the former Republican superintendent turned Democrat, and Libertarian Donald Rainwater.
And really, I can't wait to hit the ground running, taking this state to a place where they put us with Texas, Florida, Tennessee.
Braun and his now Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith will continue the 20-year Republican stronghold on the state.
I'm going to do it in an understated way. I'm going to overperform and deliver results, and you can count on that when I hit the ground running.
As for what's next for Mike Braun, he said that he's looking forward to taking 3 days off. In Indianapolis with photojournalist Jessica Farley, Alex Dieter, WHAS11 on your side.
U.S. Republican Representative Jim Banks will replace the governor-elect as senator. Banks defeated Democrat Valerie McRae, keeping the seat red in the Senate. And Indiana House of Representatives District 71 incumbent Wendy Danchesser will keep her seat, beating challenger Scott Hawkins. The district covers Clarksville, Jeffersonville, and parts of Floyd County. Danchesser attacked Hawkins in multiple campaign ads for accepting donations from former Clark County Sheriff Jamie Knoll, who is now in jail for fraud. We do have many more election results, including Metro Council and the Jefferson County School Board races up on our homepage right now. We are continuing our election coverage.